Hansi Flick has gone beyond irritation and into emergency mode. After a start that on paper reads 7 points from 9, the coach has demanded an unflinching look in the mirror from everyone inside Barcelona, and what he's asking for is not a quiet team chat, but a fundamental reassessment. The results so far have papered over a pattern. Games where the side never truly imposed itself, moments when leads relaxed into complacency, and fixtures that required last-minute heroics to avoid damage. A draw that should have been a win, a fight back that rescued 3 points, and a match in which control was ceded far too easily. Those snapshots tell a bigger story about confidence, focus, and structure. Flick is not satisfied with tidy headlines. He wants to know whether the players still possess the same hunger, the same discipline, the same tactical fidelity that drove success before. That line of questioning is blunt because the problems are. Opponents are probing the high defensive line, quick to exploit gaps and test coordination between centre-backs and full-backs, and when that structure looks shaky, the pressing and build-up that Barcelona relies on become brittle. On top of that, a handful of players are visibly short of the levels expected of them, not for lack of talent, but for lack of rhythm and conviction. Kounde, once composed and commanding, has shown signs of hesitation at times when decisiveness is required, while Fermin, a creative spark, whose concentration wavers, remains a priority for Flick to reclaim mentally and tactically. These are the concrete examples Flick has flagged internally, not a blanket panic, but targeted fixes. The international break is therefore not a pause to be wasted. Flick will use it as a forensic window to dissect mistakes, sharpen responsibilities, and re-establish standards. Training will not be about soft touches and morale boosts alone, but about rebuilding specific functions. Timing in the defensive line, sharper transitions from defense to attack, and renewed accountability in duels and pressing triggers. Expect conversations about starting roles, minutes, and perhaps a tougher selection policy designed to reward intensity and tactical obedience over reputation alone. The consequences of inaction are clear. If the flaws are allowed to calcify, Barcelona risks slipping from title contenders to a team constantly firefighting, where confidence drains and narrative turns from cautious optimism to anxious scrutiny. Fans already sense a tension between what the roster suggests and what they are seeing on the pitch. And Flick knows that public patience is a currency that can dwindle fast. But this moment is also an opportunity. A manager who asks hard questions and then backs them up with decisive adjustments can reset a team's course. What matters now is execution, whether training ground honesty converts into sharper carryout on match days, and the next fixtures after the break will be the first real indicator of whether Flick's alarm produced remedial action or merely a headline. For supporters, it's time to watch closely. This is not about panic, it's about whether leadership forces a reset in attitude and systems before small cracks become season-defining fractures. If Flick gets the buy-in he's demanding, Barcelona could emerge with clarified roles, stronger defensive coordination, and renewed urgency. If he doesn't, the season may become an uphill battle fought without the cohesion that once made this club dominant. Either way, the clock is ticking, and this international pause will reveal whether Flick's emergency alarm was a necessary wake-up call or the first sign of a far deeper challenge.